The village of Amani was nestled between lush green hills. Gentle streams flowed through the farmland, sustaining life. Laughter echoed through the air as villagers worked together, their days filled with purpose and shared joy. However, young Musa knew nothing of this joy. He was a shadow, his heart heavy with sorrow. His parents, who had filled his days with laughter, were gone. They had been taken by a sudden illness that swept through the village, leaving Musa orphaned and alone.
Musa was very young when his parents died. He barely remembered their faces, only the echo of their love in the deepest corners of his heart. He longed for their embrace, their soothing voices. He yearned for the warmth of their presence, a presence that had vanished like smoke in the wind. Now silence greeted him each morning. The small hut where they had lived felt empty, haunted by the ghosts of laughter and love.
The villagers of Amani were kind, their hearts filled with empathy for the young boy. They offered him food and whispered words of comfort, but their own lives were filled with the demands of survival. The rhythm of their days, dictated by the rising and setting sun, left little room for tending to a grieving child's broken heart. Each day was a battle against the gnawing pangs of hunger and the bitter chill of loneliness. Musa woke up alone in his small hut, the silence deafening. His stomach rumbled, a constant reminder of his empty bowl. He would wander to the river, his small legs carrying a weight far heavier than any child should bear.
Fetching water was a laborious task. The clay pot, heavy and awkward in his small hands, felt like a mountain on his head as he carried it back to the hut. Often he stumbled, the precious water spilling onto the dusty ground. Hunger gnawed at his belly, a constant companion to his loneliness. He ate sparingly, whatever scraps he could find or were offered. A handful of groundnuts from a vendor, a piece of fruit from a neighbor's tree. These were his meager meals. He ate slowly, savoring each bite, trying to make it last. Yet, hunger was a persistent visitor, never truly satisfied, always returning with renewed ferocity.
The villagers, though sympathetic, were hesitant to interfere. They whispered amongst themselves, unsure of what to do. Some believed he should be sent to live with his aunt, a woman known for her sharp tongue and even sharper temper. Others argued that he was too young to be uprooted, that he needed the familiarity of his home, and so Musa existed in a state of limbo, caught between sympathy and uncertainty. Word of Musa's plight eventually reached the ears of the village elders. Their hearts, wise and weathered like ancient baobab trees, ached for the young boy. They knew they could not stand idly by while one of their own suffered. Under the shade of a sprawling acacia tree they gathered, the air buzzed with the weight of their responsibility. The village elders, repositories of wisdom and tradition, sat in a circle. Their faces, etched with the passage of time, reflected the gravity of the situation. They spoke in low tones, their words measured and thoughtful, their voices carrying the weight of generations. They had faced many challenges in their time, guided their people through droughts and famines, but the plight of a young orphaned boy struck a chord deep within their souls.
"We cannot," she declared, her voice ringing with conviction, "turn our backs on this child. He is one of our own, and we must embrace him as such."
Nana Efua, a beacon of strength and resilience, rose to her feet. Her eyes, though clouded with age, still held a youthful fire.
"We are a village," she reminded them, her voice resonating with the strength of her conviction. "We are a community, and we do not abandon our own."
Her words hung in the air, a challenge to the collective conscience of the elders. Her words sparked a fire in the hearts of the elders. They nodded in agreement, their faces softening with a newfound resolve. They knew Nana Efua was right. They had a duty to care for Musa, to ensure his well-being, to nurture him into manhood. A decision was made, a plan put into action. The villagers, inspired by Nana Efua's passionate plea and the elders' unanimous agreement, rallied around Musa. They embraced him not out of obligation, but from a place of genuine care and compassion.
The women of the village took turns bringing him food.
Every morning, Musa woke up to the aroma of freshly baked bread and steaming porridge, delivered with gentle smiles and words of encouragement. The women took him under their wing, teaching him the rhythm of their days.
He learned to grind millet, to weave baskets from reeds, and to tend to the gardens.
The men, seeing a spark of resilience in his eyes, decided to impart their knowledge.
They taught him how to fish in the river, how to plant and harvest crops, and how to mend tools.
With each passing day, Musa grew stronger. his skills developing alongside his sense of belonging. The children, his peers, welcomed him into their games. They raced through the fields, their laughter echoing through the hills. They shared their toys, their stories, and their dreams with him. Musa, once a solitary figure shrouded in sorrow, found himself surrounded by the joyful chaos of childhood. Slowly, like a flower bud unfurling in the warmth of the sun, Musa began to heal. The constant gnawing of hunger subsided, replaced by the warmth of shared meals and the laughter of new friends. The heavy cloak of loneliness that had clung to him began to lift, replaced by a sense of belonging.
His eyes, once clouded with grief, regained their sparkle. He laughed easily now, his laughter as bright and clear as the village stream. He had found a family in the embrace of the village, a community that had opened its heart to him.
Musa, no longer the timid, withdrawn boy, blossomed under the care of the village. He was a quick learner, his natural curiosity piqued by the world around him. He learned to fish with the skill of someone born to the river, his laughter echoing across the water as he brought in his catch. His small hands, once clumsy, became adept at weaving intricate baskets, each one a testament to his newfound skill. He worked diligently in the fields, his brow glistening with sweat, his heart filled with a sense of purpose. The village of Amani rejoiced in Musa's transformation. They held a feast in his honor, a celebration of unity, and the unwavering spirit of community. Under the soft glow of the moon, they danced and sang, their voices blending in harmonious unison.
The air vibrated with the rhythmic beat of drums, the intoxicating melodies of flutes, and the joyous cries of the villagers.
Musa, seated among the elders, his heart brimming with gratitude, watched in awe and wonder. The elders smiled, their faces alight with pride. They had witnessed the power of collective love, the transformative nature of compassion.
He thanked the villagers for their kindness, for embracing him as one of their own. Tears streamed down his face as he spoke, tears of gratitude, tears of joy.
As the night wore on, the celebration reached its peak. The flames of the bonfire leaped high, casting flickering shadows that danced in rhythm with the music. Musa, caught in the whirlwind of festivities, closed his eyes, a sense of belonging washing over him. Musa's journey was a testament to the indomitable spirit of the human heart. It was a story of loss and grief, but ultimately, it was a story of hope, resilience, and the extraordinary power of love and community.
In the heart of Amani, a village nestled amidst the rolling hills of Africa, Musa found his redemption. He learned that family extended beyond blood ties, that it was woven from threads of compassion, empathy, and shared experiences.
He discovered the strength that comes from belonging, the solace found in unity, and the unwavering support of a community that truly cared. The villagers of Amani, in embracing Musa, rediscovered the very essence of their humanity. They were reminded that even in the face of adversity, the human spirit, nurtured by love and compassion, has the capacity to heal, to grow, and to triumph.